Good morning, guys. Trade confident, Travis Martin here. How are we doing, guys? Hope you had a good weekend. Tomorrow is the Fed meeting. We've got March 15th and March 16th. Short trades on Bitcoin have absolutely exploded. You guys know this. We ended up doing a video on Friday, and surprisingly enough, did not expect this. We actually ended up ranking #1 on Google and YouTube for Bitcoin shorts explode. So that was awesome. But what are we going to expect going into this week? And guys, how low can Bitcoin actually go? I'm not going to use biasness on this video. I will literally show you guys actual data of where the best supports and resistances are, so we can kind of literally, I have an iPad ready. I'm going to write down them for myself. How low could we possibly go? And then if we short squeeze this, guys, and this market starts going back up, how far could we go? Because I'm on team #short squeeze Bitcoin. So I say we short squeeze Bitcoin and kind of let the shorts ease the shorts out and then have them come along with us, because I think retail traders have lost enough on crypto. Do you agree with me? Throw a agree in the comment section. All right, guys, currently sitting at 110 wins and 0 losses. We've never lost a crypto trade. We're doing very well. Arguably, I think we actually have the healthiest YouTube count as well as far as trading crypto. 150,000 is break even. Currently sitting at 120,000, not down hardly that much at all. We use a really good risk management strategy, and that's actually presented on the chart right here, guys. We can see that we have 4 different buy limits for our entry, and our break-even is at 46,000, and so we're not even that far away. I know a lot of people who, FOMO'd into Bitcoin way up here at these top prices. You guys are still down quite a bit. Moving into this morning's video, let's just dive right in. I know a lot of people right now, you guys are down 40, 50, 60%. We had the inner circle meeting. We had a guy even tell us that he was down around 60% on another investment, but with us, he was down 10%. So I believe his name was Eric that said that. So pretty cool. We're keeping you guys safe. All right, I want to dive in. We're going to go over a lot today, so let's go. No wasting time here. RSI, stochastic, MACD, the major indicators retail traders are using. They're majority bearish this morning. So this is a ridiculous consolidation pattern here. And did you guys, this weekend I was like, a little bit when I saw this move down here. I think we all kind of just held our breath for a second on this little drop here on Bitcoin. But then guess what, guys? A few hours later, the market went right back up, and now we're sitting exactly where we're at right now. I wonder if this was a little test to see how many people would have reacted to the shorts over here, that we talked about, of how many people would have jumped on board there to try to push this down. Well, guess what? This was kind of a little bit of a good precursor to see, did a lot of people jump on here? And not a lot of people did, to the downside. It actually started reversing back up. So this is honestly, guys, a little test maybe that might have been going on to see how fast we could crash, and it did not. It came straight back up. Interesting. So my theory of a possible short squeeze is kind of playing out here a little bit more. So let's see here. Moving down here, guys, price for swell money flow, trend exhaustion. Man, these two are the best indicators you guys can use to call tops and bottoms. And by the way, I was talking to my wife this week, and she's like, you remember, you created this business back in March. I'm like, yeah, you're right. It was right around March time. And she's like, our dog's name's Finnegan, Rochester. And he's like, that's kind of sounds St. Patrick-y. So guys, we're running a sale on the indicators. It's literally live right now. We have the lowest prices you will ever get our indicators. Seriously, guys, mark these words. We will never have them lower than this again. They're currently 84% off. So that's in the description. I'll make a pop-up down here somewhere on the left-hand side so you can see that in this video, but literally you'll never be able to get them cheaper than this. So let's dive on in. Why do we use these guys? Well, first of all, they've given us 110 wins in a row, literally exiting trades in the profit. So that's awesome. And we have people scalping with these, which are doing super well. But look at this. When we push in the top red section here with the trend exhaustion, well, money flow is high. This is where we're looking for drops back down in the market. Okay. When we see this, even this little bit of a drop back over here, we didn't push up all the way into the red section, but we did get very high on the well money flow. And when these two guys right here, I want you guys to see this. When these two are synced up, when both of them are high, you need to watch for drops back down in crypto. This is how we called the crash over here. Trend exhaustion was in the top section. Well, money flow is high. All my scalpers or my short traders out there, good job. You guys did ridiculous. This is also called the drop we saw over here. And I'm going to bring this to the forefront. This is why I'm showing you guys in the past, obviously calling the drop here. Even before Putin invaded Ukraine, we saw over here that this was calling, saying, hey, heads up, we're looking for a drop. And then that happened. Not to say they looked at this first beforehand, by no means, but when that happened, guys, we saw the drop. And then over here, we're also seeing how this called the drop really well. And then I've been talking to you guys about this move over here. 2 double tops on the top of the trend, exhaustion with well money flow high here, guys. You cannot see markets move up here consistently. It's going to see a drop back down. So time and time again, we are using these to call exits. And obviously you guys can use this to call moves back up. Once you're in the bottom red section here, well money flow is low as well. This is where you guys are scalping or looking to get market moves back up. And you guys are doing very well with that. Also, real quick, because this is going to play into the analysis this week, because this week we're either going to shoot up or we're going to shoot down, and it's not going to be a small move. Here's what I want you guys to watch for as well. If price action shoots down very quickly, watch this. Here's what happened over here, which was a precursor to a really fast bull move back up, which could push us into the short squeeze. Look, price action low with another low. So this is what's technically called a lower low formation. Do you guys see what happened if you look straight down here? You guys can see well money flow is literally entering into the market. Well money's buying while the market's going down. That was Wednesday night when Putin invaded Ukraine, okay? We were all watching. I was watching the Warriors game with my parents. I remember this night very distinctly. Anyways, very clear. We'll use that word. So when this dropped here, I was looking at this and I'm like, okay, well, money's flowing back in. This can't go too much lower. So what we saw is we actually pushed straight up into a bull market after that because wells were buying the dip here. Trend exhaustion, excuse me, guys, I'm excited, was also moving up here. So that's what I want you guys to watch. If we start moving down here, well, money flow is already starting to make its way back up. So if this does move down, that's going to be divergence, and that could pump Bitcoin greatly up here. All right, now let's take this a step even further. Those are in the descriptions. Snag those guys. You're going to love them. Now I'm going to come out here. I'm going to pull out what's called a volume profile chart, okay? Let's come over here. Let's go to the 1 day time frame. I'm going to show you guys exactly where the support and resistances are based off buying volume. Okay, let's figure this out. The strongest support is literally right now. It's kind of funny. Like right now, this is what's called a high volume node, and this is what's called a low volume node. A high volume node shows where a lot of money is transacting through Bitcoin on Coinbase, okay? This is where we're going to see the greatest level of support. It's right here. So here's the thing. People are assessing it this week. Tuesday, Fed meeting comes out. If that thing is super bearish, guys, this thing probably is going to drop a little bit, even with short trades or regardless. And we'll go over the metrics here in a second. But how low are we going to go? Here's the nice part about Bitcoin is we have a big block here of relatively high volume nodes where there isn't just a crazy drop off. Here is what would be very concerning that you guys need to watch is when you have a high volume node, you have a low volume node, and you have a gap to the next high volume node. When that happens, price easily drops down between these areas, like easily, okay? The nice thing about this is we have such a strong support here from high volume transactions here that went through on the blockchain over here for Coinbase that this could actually hold Bitcoin up very nicely if we start seeing it move down. And maybe was that little drop on the 4 hour a precursor to show us that it didn't want to go down that much? Here's the thing. Let me give you guys another prediction here. We'll move on. The next high volume node, if we break all of this, is down here at this level right here. And this mark, I'm going to put this on the iPad here so we can calculate this, 23,000. Let me get this little thing on. 23,098. So basically it's called 23,100. Okay? 23,100. That's where I'm looking at the next greatest support here. And you can also kind of argue over here, like we have structure supports over here. So you could say, maybe about 30,000. I think 30,000 is going to be the strongest place where we're going to hit before we start seeing a move back down even further. So 30,000 is probably where we're going to stop. Now, let's go over to the metrics here and give ourselves even more data because this will help us kind of determine what's going on. Okay, Bitcoin, the metrics I've already updated since they updated 8 a.m. Pacific Standard Time every morning. So fresh data we're working with. Okay, guys, the emotional index controls the market, right? You guys know this market is emotional. We're charting behavior, not price structure, okay? When the market gets very excited and greedy, we're seeing wells and institutions short this thing out, and that's where you're seeing drops. Combine that with the indicators over here with our scalping strategy, you guys are doing super well. Literally, it's a really good strategy you guys can watch underneath the master classes, okay? Moving down here, what I want you guys to see is if we start moving back down to the anxious period here, this is where wells and institutions are going to look to buy. I promise you guys, they're going to look to buy this. And let me show you guys real quick how to access this because we're about to go into the short trades here. Our membership over here, simple. I just want to show you guys, it's not to turn this into a big sales video. $95 a month, you guys get access to all the metrics. And then our Telegram channel, this is where I'm calling out every single one of our entries that I get back into crypto with. All of the exits that we have the highest win rate on all of YouTube, I will let you guys literally just copy me in the Telegram channel. Everything is there. The masterclasses are available, and we'll go live on Zoom next month. We're still picking a time where we get together as a family, do a Q&A session. By that time, guys, we may see some really nice moves back up. So just letting you guys know how to access these charts here. That's in the description, as well as the indicator sell that we've got going on. Okay, come back to crypto charts. Let's go to Bitcoin. The short trades over the weekend absolutely skyrocketed. And here's something that's, oh man, guys, I'm like, maybe this was a fat finger bigger trade. We didn't know. The data printed, guys, we dropped, and short trades are actually starting to increase again this morning. So, is there something going on behind the scenes? Big boys maybe in the Fed meeting knowing something that we don't. Possibly. And here's why I say possibly. Because if you correlate this down, we're going to go straight down into the market cap. I want you guys to notice something. This is on Bitfinex. Although this is a big exchange, it's only one exchange for shorting. And I know it's a big exchange, so let's keep that into play here. But guys, long trades are continuing to rise over here. That's very clear. We can all see this. So if the big boys, even those going long, thought we were going to drop, would long trades not completely drop out as well? This is where the big tug of war comes in right now. And that's why I'm going to start. If I can be the one to, I'm sure I'm not starting this, but I'm going to be out here, guys. I say we hashtag short squeeze Bitcoin and we see this go back up here. I'm not going to sell anything. So I'm not going to aid to the selling power. I'm going to hold all my positions. That's how I'm going to participate in this. Because guys, this amount of shorts over here, you guys understand that this is already money borrowed from Bitfinex. Guys, like, hundreds of millions of dollars, like borrowed from Bitfinex, guys, that people are taking out shorts right here. If those short trades, guys, most of them have their stop losses at structure high. If this thing pumps up here and we get to this level, let me just show this to you guys. This could actually be like ridiculous. I've seen some people call 40,000 could be a short squeeze. I don't think so. I think we actually need to get higher than that. If I'm not trying to be rude, I think we need to get higher. I think we need to get it to about 44,000. So let's write this down, guys. 44,000 could be the area where we start seeing a ridiculous short squeeze back up. Here's how this plays out. All those millions of dollars that just got borrowed on leverage for short trades, if this thing starts heading back up, they're going to lose money in their accounts. And if we start seeing long trades come out and we start seeing a breakout, this thing can get super bullish because it's going to force short traders to go long. And guys, Bitcoin could absolutely explode this week. Absolutely explode, guys, because of the short squeeze. You remember AMC, right? You remember GameStop, those short squeeze? Go look it up on Google. Look up AMC and go look up GameStop, the short squeeze. Absolutely insane. Here's another metric showing me possible reasons of why I don't think we're going to head down as fast as we think. The reason for this is that we see market cap increasing while this is going on. Again, another point I want to pose. Would the big boys not take their money out if they thought there was going to crash? Like, wouldn't this drop out and actually go into stable coins? Wouldn't be most of the guys be pushing their money into USDT and USDC during this moment? Well, they're not. Everyone's holding their money in Bitcoin, and this is actually on an uptrend for the market cap. This is bullish, okay? This isn't like, oh, we crashed and the metrics are wrong. This is literally on-chain metrics of telling us what the big boys, Kathy Woods, Michael Saylor, like they are part of the market cap, okay? And it's not decreasing. This is decreasing. This is moving up here. Interesting, guys. Like, this is going to be a roller coaster every week. Trades in favor? Sitting down here, we're getting closer to long trades. So as this drops back down, as trend exhaustion, if it does go down, drops down to the bottom red section here, and well money flows drop down as well, this is going to be a great place for those of you guys who look to get back into the market to scalp this, if you guys know our scalping strategy, okay? Now, looking at well institutional smart money over here for Bitcoin, we can see that during this period right here, yes, it dropped out a little bit for long trades during this area, but we're seeing that the Wells institutions are still acquiring and they're staying on the long side. I'm actually impressed, guys. I thought this was going to actually dip down to shorts over here, and it did not. Just a continuation of buys. And does this not kind of look like this sentiment over here where we saw a nice little run up, people got excited, short trades came out, and the market dropped, okay? People got excited, short trades came out with Wells institutions, and they dropped the market. Now that we're back at this support here, we're seeing long trades entering into the market. Now, let's be honest, guys, this is not a super aggressive long because I think they're nervous as well. I think the whole market's like nervous right now. So is it like, oh, we're guaranteed to go up or guaranteed to go down? No, like the Khalifa building over here that we got for the long trades, this thing spiked the market like crazy. Even the shorts over here basically called the top over here before we saw it move back down. So overall, we're seeing more buying than selling from Wells institutions. So I'm keeping that into play as we go into this week here in the Fed meeting on Tuesday. Okay, $37,000 is looking like that next support here that we can see right in this area. I know I talked to you guys about 23,000, being that area that we're looking at, possibly for that was the high volume node that we could really drop to. But structure-wise, I'm looking at this area here and this area right here, which is basically right around 33,000 and then probably about 34,000. I don't think we're going to head too lower than 33,000. Let me just mark this down up here on my notes. 33,000 for this drop. That drop will most likely push a lot of buying power into the market, and then we'll see it move back up because we've got channel traders in here right now who are trading the tops and the bottoms that could bounce this thing back up. Okay. Couple more metrics here, guys, and I'll show you guys how to get into a trade. I know you've got money in this market. Dollar cost average entry came out yesterday showing you guys to buy the dip when this went down, guys. You guys, if this thing short squeezes, you're gonna make a ton of money. Like you guys will literally see our account go up by tens of thousands of dollars if this thing short squeezes and Bitcoin explodes. I am hoping that happens, so let's keep watching that. When and if that happens, watch this exit point metric down here, because as the market starts going back up, we need to be watching for the red bars to call an exit on that move back up. We are going to be looking for this exit up here when we start moving back up. I'm personally not in Bitcoin, just so you guys know. I'm allocated into the other altcoins, but we have people here, so I will call this exit in Telegram for you guys. I'm looking for this exit right around this structure high up here, okay? As far as a death cross and a golden cross, this is the last metric, and I'll show you guys a trade setup. The death cross is currently active. This is a 50 below a 200-day moving average. Once the 50 is above the 200 moving average, in the green represented here, this is where we can get very bullish. This May short squeeze possibility could push us back up into the golden cross, which would be very nice. And guys, Q2 could absolutely be the golden quarter of the year. I'm seeing other people talk about it, and I'm looking at Q2 to be a really good month. Obviously the 3 months during Q2. All right, let's finish with this, guys. Showing you guys the indicator deal we got going on. Then let's end with this. We are showing you guys how we are trading. All of our 110 wins, guys, have all come with this exact strategy we're using right here. So pay attention, guys, because I'm calling this out in Telegram as well. Take the amount that you guys want to trade Bitcoin with. Let's say it's $1,000. You guys can see the prices over here. You open it up when you have your membership. You'll see it obviously very clear. Say it's $1,000 you want to trade with. Take this 1,000, split it into 4 equal portions, okay? Place $250 at each of the 4 buy limit prices in yellow, okay? So one here, one here, one here, one here. Once your first buy limit is hit, set a sell limit up here, okay? This is very important you guys set a sell limit, because if the short squeeze happens, this bad boy is going to go really fast up here, and we have this at a resistance up here. Let me get closer to the chart here so I can see this. At 52,185, very close to around the 52,000 area. It's also correlated to structure highs here on the chart. The best place I think we can start moving up to before we see a drastic move back down. That's how you guys set it up. That's how you trade with us. So get a membership to access this and all the metrics as we watch it this week. Watch what the wells and institutions are doing, guys. That's what our metrics are for here. Watch what they're going to do and look at data that's literally on-chain data here. Look at the blockchain data of what's happening, guys. I literally check this website every day during the weekend that we have here, because I'm like, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? It's kind of crazy. So last step here, guys, make sure you're in the Telegram channel. I'm giving you guys updates for all of our trades, when I'm entering, when I'm exiting. I'll give you guys market updates. I threw you guys, the news article about the shorts being real. I'm keeping you guys updated as if you literally are my family, like my literal blood family. Like you guys have had me on text message. That's what I use the Telegram channel for. I don't blow it up. If you get something from me, it's important. I don't just throw out some ridiculous stuff over here. So if you get one, please check it. Okay, guys, last but not least, and we'll end this video here, the indicators that we have right now, guys, I actually need to change this over. So I apologize, guys. I've been doing so much this morning. This is actually 84% off right now, and I'll make sure I do this right after this video. It is correct in the description. So I told you guys, my wife's like, hey, we should do a sale, because this is like, Travis, you've done this for a year. Our first official Trade Confident business license was actually in March of last year. So I'm like, man, why not? I wasn't even planning on doing this really, guys. I mentioned on Thursday and Friday of last week that we might have a sale coming soon, but whatever. We got it, guys. Let's just do this. Let's do a St. Patrick's month-long sale. For the rest of the month, guys, we're going to do it 84% off our indicators. Guys, we will never have these indicators lower than this again. Seriously, mark these words, guys. We will never have them lower than where they are right now. We're actually going to be upping the price after this. We're going to actually end up upping it in the months to come. We're trying to get out of a bear market cycle first before we do that, because we want to keep it cheap for all of you guys. But literally, this is the lowest you will ever be able to get our indicators ever. Again, ever. Okay, guys? So if you've seen our channel and you want to copy us and trade with us, and you see the statistics that we're pulling over here of 110 wins in a row and our scalping strategy, you guys need to get at minimum these 3 indicators here. The coupon code is literally save money. It's checkout for 40% off. The coupon code is March. So MARCH. That's the coupon code. You guys can click this and actually see it if you guys just literally click over here. You'll see it. So enter March at checkout, and you guys will actually get this for 84% off today instead of 82. And this will actually, we're going to go till March 31st on this. So guys, snag this, start scalping with our strategy, use the indicators. And by the way, you guys get all 9 indicators with that bundle pack. Incredible pressure gauge. We jokingly call this the jackpot indicator, as well as 2 Forex indicators you guys are going to love. So just want to let you guys know that to snag those, it's a one-time purchase. You get the source code of the indicator as well. People aren't giving away source codes. I give it away to you guys. If Jesus takes me home one day and we can't run the business, guess what? You guys still have the indicators that you paid for life because you have the source code. So best indicator sales literally we've ever had. This is the lowest we've ever had. We've had it lower like this before, but this is the lowest you guys can ever snag it. So make sure you guys snag those indicators in the description. Guys, hashtag short squeeze Bitcoin is the train that I'm on right now, and I'm going to participate in this, and I'm not going to sell. We've got buy limits here. If the market drops, we're safe because we've got buy limits in the market here. But I do think with all that shorting power, if we see a move back up here, guys, those shorts can get squeezed, and this could absolutely skyrocket Bitcoin and the altcoins. So watch that. God bless you guys so much. Keep updated with the data over here. Watch us in the next few days. I'm not going to do a Bitcoin video tomorrow. Probably going to do it later this week. So make sure you guys are watching these metrics so you guys can see what's happening. Watch this very closely, as well as make sure you guys are watching the market cap over here. Make sure it's increasing and not decreasing. If it's decreasing, that's not bullish. Make sure you guys are watching Wells Institutions over here. What they're doing, they are literally moving the market when this pushes up into long trades or short trades. So guys, I'll leave that there. Snag the indicators in the description as well as the membership, and I will see you guys in the Telegram channel. Let's do this, guys. Stay confident. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.